All right, lovely people, this is Boss MC right here on Events Arena, your most authoritative event talk show of the moment. Today, I'm very elated to bring to you another very, very important episode where we discuss everything entertainment, everything events, everything about the special person you've been watching, all the events you go to, the good people you see there, the people that make it happen. They are the people who delve into their lives, try to find out how they started, how far they've come, the obstacles, the challenges, and everything. So when we are done, we put it out there for you to digest and see how it goes. Today, I'm doing nothing different, but I am very elated to bring on board my one and only brother in the industry. He's doing amazingly well. And he's one of the guys, you hear his voice on the radio and you fall in love. He's doing so amazing. I can't just wait to introduce to you the man himself, Pop J, bro.
Yo, boss.
Who's that? Finally. Wow, finally. I love your shirt.
Oh, should we start talking about that? You're looking incredibly amazing.
Oh, come on. But I love the African print, the way it looks, the simplicity and everything.
Yeah, we try. And shout out to, I don't know if I'm allowed to do
this. Oh, sure, you can do that.
His name is Generation Clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, he actually put this together, so.
Wow.
Yeah, thanks a lot to Generation.
Shout out to you wherever you are. Doing amazing for my brother and everything. It's been a long time.
Charlie, I should blame it on COVID.
Sure, definitely.
Putting us behind the scenes, but one thing we know certainly is that we'll surely overcome it. So, yeah.
And I can also blame your wife or your girlfriend, if I should say.
No.
None of that.
None of that.
Whoa. So, Charlie, let's delve deeper, at least for the sake of my viewers. But before anything, let me go on a quick commercial break. When I come back, I'll delve deeper into the life of this amazing gentleman I have here on the hot seat. But before anything, let me remind you that the show is proudly sponsored by Town's Best Yogurt. Town's Best Yogurt. You can call them on 0243769295. 0243769295. That is Town's Best Yogurt. You can find them inside the Kumasi City Mall, very close to ShopRite. You'd find them over there. Next is Drinks City. You can as well call them on 0544193595. 0544193595. And anything local bar, anything for your events, just call them on the numbers I just mentioned and they will be there to sort you out. Every event you're doing, just give them a call and they'll give you that experience you're looking for as far as local bar is concerned. My brother, Pop J.
Yeah.
Bro.
Boss.
Charlie, I can't just stop talking about how fly you're looking today. Trust me.
Charlie,
I'm wearing suit, but I like what you're wearing. Trust me.
Sometimes I actually want to buy suit, but it's a high on the pocket.
Anyway, so let's see. Who is Pop J? When we talk of Pop J, who is he?
Okay, so Pop J is where do we even start from?
Start from your name, where you started from. Maybe it can even start from crutch. Just start from there.
Oh, talk about crutch. Recently, I saw a picture. I went home. I went to Accra and I saw a picture. And I saw a picture of myself and a certain lady. Her name is Angela. And this was like about 5 years. And then what the picture has is me holding a microphone and she holding a microphone. And my mom tells me that we were actually emceeing her graduation. Like how? How did we do it?
Crutch graduation?
Yes.
You were holding a microphone?
Yes, I don't know how we did it.
Okay.
Because I don't remember a single thing.
You don't remember
anything from that time.
Okay.
But that's way back. I'm James, your boy Mensa.
Okay.
People ask what is Pop J? Pop J is just a combination of two names.
Okay.
So first name is I'm Ghana, and my Ghana name is Papani.
Papa Ni.
Yes, and then James. So the Pap and then the J.
And then the J.
So Papa Ni and James. So
Papa Ni James.
Yes, so it's Pap J. Yeah,
okay, I get it. That reminds me of one of my former accountants where I used to teach. They used to call him Papa Ni.
Papa Ni.
Yeah.
Is if you enter a Ghana compound house and you mention Papa Ni,
everybody is a full party. Yeah, everybody will come out. I can imagine that.
MCing started for me. You know this thing where...
No, let's not go there. Okay. You want to jump. Okay, we now know you are Papa Ni, now Pap J. You are a guy, if I should say, and where did you school?
So there's local school, Papa.
It's not even about
that. When you asked where you school,
if I tell you mine, I start crying. If I tell you
from SS,
no, from crèche.
From crèche. So crèche GSS. Okay, crèche primary was Sunbeam, and then crèche was Jack and Jill. Okay, and then from class 1 to GSS,
Jack and Jill.
Yes, class 1 to GSS 3 was Sunbeam.
No wonder.
Oh, Sunbeam. And then SHS was Akim's Radio Secondary School.
Oh, okay.
And then university was University of Ghana, Legon.
That's nice. Yeah. That's nice. And then what did you study? If you should tell us.
So SHS was General Arts.
Yes.
Economics, Selective Maths, Geography, Government. And then at the university was Economics and then Geography with specialty in Geography.
So what are you doing?
This one time.
What are you doing here? You shouldn't be here.
I have to meet the current education minister and ask him Charlie, because I did geography. I was even a teaching assistant. The prospect was that I was supposed to become a lecturer, but Charlie, this is me at even doing or sitting. Hey, Charlie,
matter how to
Charlie, I wanted
from geography to radio to MC.
If I was on GBC reading weather reports, maybe
that would have been okay.
Life will show you. Life will show you.
Hey, you know what? Yeah. That reminds me when we are everybody. You know, when you're growing up in class, they keep asking you what you want to do, and you talk all the nonsense. Sorry to say. You talk all the nonsense and, pilot, doctor, nurse, soldier, all those things. Until you begin to feel your elective maths and all that. And you're like, that one class and you also something you keep changing.
I remember in JHS, I wanted to do science when I got to SS.
Okay.
And then because I just loved chemical equations, there's also nobody in the chance say yes. Science and nothing. So such is life.
Wow.
Yeah, the good thing is you just manifest, say something, find your level. Just find your level and then move it.
So let's say after University of Ghana, you worked in a corporate world.
After doing a teaching assistantship, in that same time I was doing radio.
Okay.
Yes, as an intern.
Okay.
As actually a sports intern.
Okay.
So in that same time I was doing radio. Now the thing is that, when you're a teaching assistant, the expectation is that right after you go and do your masters and I had a friend, his name is Eddie. Eddie's like, Charlie, Pap J, if I will go and do masters, it's just like we are postponing our unemployment. So why don't we right after school find something to do and then in there we'll go and do our postgraduate and all of that. Because in that time, Eddie was the person who urged me to go into radio. Charlie, Pap J, you can do it. I'm like, okay. So then Radio Universe, then YFM Accra, then YFM Kumasi.
Wow.
Then Pure FM.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've not corporate.
Nah.
Well.
Do you think you've settled right now?
No.
You haven't?
No, I haven't.
There's the tendency of you going back to maybe classroom or maybe...
Oh, if it happens, why not? But readily...
the money the money they I can see
this side.
When you
get a class inside, Charlie, book allowance, right? I see lecture and pay slip before.
Yes.
Go do PhD camp.
Above that thing. But let's see how the journey was like. Okay, a friend was pushing you, trying to advise you, do something. Don't just postpone your unemployment wherever. And then how did it start? How did it get to get that opportunity to work on campus radio and then gradually graduate to this level?
Funny story. My friend, you know that thing they call color spy, like
color spy. They're
going to chase a woman, going to look out for a woman. So my friend went to look for a lady.
Okay.
And when he got there was another guy in the room.
On campus?
Yes, on campus.
Okay.
We were teaching assistants then. There's another guy in the room. And it happened that the guy was head of sports at Radio University. Yes. So
was it your lady or your friend's lady?
He was, he was trying to make a thing like that.
No, I'm not getting you. You're confusing me.
That was my friend's. It wasn't my friend's lady. But he was going to look for the girl.
Who was chasing the girl?
Both
you
of
or your friend?
No, my friend.
Your friend was chasing the girl.
Eddie was chasing.
But you were just following.
I didn't go. I didn't go that day. I didn't go that day. So Eddie went into the room to meet the lady.
Okay.
And then in the room was another guy who was the head of sports at Radio University.
Okay.
His name is Eli Kondo with Star Times now. And when they got there, you know, it's a little odd. You're going to look for a lady.
Maybe some things are even going on.
Yes. So the girl left the room and then man to man.
The girl left
the room to go and pick something from outside. So
and the two of them
then they started engaging in a conversation.
Okay, so the lady allowed the both of them
in there, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it was a strong thing to do.
Hey,
maybe because none of them was
maybe none of them had emerged the winner or something, yeah.
So when they were left face to face,
okay,
then they started having a conversation. Like, oh, my name is Eddie, I'm at Radio University. Oh, my name is Eddie, I'm at University of Ghana, Geography Department. Okay. Oh, Charlie, I have a friend, Charlie.
He's good though.
Yeah, he has to do radio, like, you know, that thing.
That thing.
And then the guy said, okay, why not? It was a Tuesday. Let him come through on the show on Wednesday.
Just like that?
Yeah, just like that. And from there,
So,
that's how basically I started.
Okay, so you started. Were you paid?
Oh, no. Hey, what? No.
How? So
at that stage in life, your name does not fit on a payslip. No.
Your name doesn't fit on the payslip.
Like, no. That's
is it about how long we've been in a system?
I think one of the things they play on is work with passion, because at that moment you actually want it a lot more than they need you.
Sure.
So you work with a passion, and it's a thing to everybody who is actually watching this. I mean, there are stages. You actually start from the passion stage where everything is the job you are doing and not really about the money.
Yeah.
Before you get onto the money stage, the small money stage. So just passion for I did that plus almost 2 years, nothing in
so
nothing.
Everything was you just get up, you take your bath, you just go talk.
The times I actually picked was a Saturday show. I picked a taxi from Odoko. I was going to University of Ghana, and then I paid like 57 cedis, and I got there and I spoke for 5 minutes.
You paid 57 cedis for taxi.
And I got there and I spoke for just 5 minutes. And when I was going, I was like, Charlie, just in there.
Man for stop.
But then passion, which is good. Everybody starts from that point and then moves on. So yeah.
So all this while you were doing sports?
Yeah, I was doing sports, and then when I was done with Radio Universe, whilst I was doing Radio Universe, I heard of this intern opportunity at YFM. Okay. And then I picked it. I was fortunate to have had that part. Go through. There are plenty of people who wanted.
So did Radio Universe pay you?
No.
Never paid you.
They never paid me.
Okay, so I would assume you started getting something from YFM.
Actively when I got to Kumasi. Yeah.
So YFM Accra was the same thing.
It was internship, yeah. So you learn across, and I was supposed to do it for 3 months. When 3 months was done, my boss Eddie Michael had to go cover the World Cup. So then I couldn't leave. I had to stay back. Did it for another 3 months. When it was done, I had to go back to Poland or so. I stayed for like 2 months, and then the HR was like, "Oh, we are opening one in Kumasi." I'm like, "Yeah, I want to." I actually know nobody in Kumasi, family, nobody. I'm like, "Oh, child, I want to go. I want to go to Kumasi." Yeah.
What happened? Why?
Child, I just didn't want to stay home after national service. Because, Charlie, if you stay home, I've been there for like 2 years, 3 years, and nothing's happening for you. So I'm like, I'll take that. They're like, Charlie, no. I'm like, don't worry, I'll go.
But you weren't thinking of accommodation. You weren't thinking.
At that point, I was more about the job, getting the job.
Okay, yes, then, the opportunity is there. How do you stay?
And then later, when I got home after the interview, my dad asked me, so where would you stay? I'm like, I didn't ask that too. But that ran about me. Just saying. Yeah. Then I spoke with the HR. It's like, we can get some hotel for you for like a month or for like a week or two. Then you sort something. I'm like, okay.
So how did you land your first accommodation? Because you weren't working.
Yeah. So what did I do? I had some small monies.
I am just trying to help the viewer out there. To digest the issues and doesn't make it look like we're just cooking stories and saying, you see, this is somebody who is just coming from school, and then you get an opportunity to do your internship with Radio University and then YFM in Accra, and then here's an opportunity for you to come to Kumasi. You are here in Kumasi. How did you get that money to rent a place? That's
so what I think I stayed 1 week, became 2 weeks, then 2 weeks became 3 weeks, and
but they were footing that.
Yes, the radio station had a barter, had a barter trade with the hotel. So I think I was in the hotel for like a month and a week, a month. And
you had a barter with them.
That's the radio station.
Radio did.
Yeah. So I didn't pay for that.
So you kind of give them a mention or something.
Yes, on radio, and then, so I was in the hotel for like a month, 1 week, and then while I was doing that, I was actually looking around for a place. Yeah, and then just something small to start. Okay. I mean, at the end of the day, I think they say about Maslow's theory of hierarchy, like just some place to lay your head, and then from there you
gradually,
small.
And then here you are. So, how did MCing come in?
MCing. Musicians have got something. They say, we started singing praises and worship in church.
Yeah, in church.
Yes. So, as a youth organizer, there was this guy who was supposed to MC one of our youth events. And
youth organizer where? At church.
Yes.
So you were in church?
Yes.
In Kumasi?
No, in Accra.
Okay. Yeah. Are you a church boy?
Yes. I don't miss church.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. I can count the number of times I've missed church from like 2017 till now. I don't miss church.
I thought this
no.
entertainment guys, we don't like
tomorrow
church.
Tomorrow to heavy. Oh, yes. We go to church.
Wow.
Surely.
Wow.
Yeah, go to church, yeah.
So, if you are an entertainment person out there, try, you see, you can do your entertainment and still be a very good Christian. It doesn't mean that, quote unquote, we are devils. We are not devils. Okay, like he said, you over to your straw. Maybe you're crying baby gate now. Not what's me wrong. Yes. So
the guy was supposed to MC it, and then when everything's about one person, the person starts to bluff and like,
exactly.
Charlie, why are you? Charlie, they come. And the program had to start. I was the organizer, Charlie. If you don't do it, who will do it?
Who will do it?
So then I just took the microphone and then started just do the basic things.
But even that, you were doing radio.
Yes, I was doing. Radio.
You were doing radio then.
So just the basic things. Then one thing led to the other. You do gospel shows. I remember one show at one church, gospel stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then right after there was some group that came from Cape Coast, and they're like, "Oh, Charlie, the following weekend we have something at Cape Coast, like a lighthouse. We need you to." I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Oh, okay.
I would go.
Then you went.
Yeah, I went, and then from there. Yeah.
Wow. So let's talk about your first gig. How did it come?
First gig.
Would you remember?
Yes. Accra, North Kaneshi, Point 4.
Okay.
Yes, I remember. So my friends these friends were from church. They went to tell the woman that, "Oh, Charlie, we have somebody who spot there, Charlie. The guy who spot there."
Boys.
They had more confidence in me than
yourself.
And the first I went to meet the woman, the woman was like this. And I was like this. Like, she was thick and tall.
Okay.
So imagine some short boy be coming to Accra over there.
Yeah.
It's like, I asked my woman, like, Charlie, And the woman also believed that people was like, oh, try the guy will do it. The guy will do it. Day of the event, people were coming, Charlie. On the average, 40 years.
Okay.
The woman was a little bit. So on the average, people were coming 40 years. And you know, working for grown-ups,
not that easy.
So that's the first thing. But it was an eventful one. It was good.
They paid?
No.
They didn't pay.
No first time.
I expected it. Definitely they wouldn't have paid. So you got it, you were able to kill it.
Yeah.
And gradually.
And I started doing, right after that, I started doing 1 or 2 for church people.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 or 2 for church people. And then my first gig in Kumasi was at there's a Methodist church at Stadium. Yes. Yeah, that's
so your journey has always been church. Wow. Is it profitable to be an MC?
If you find yourself in a good space, and this is it, you don't need someone to create that space. You need to create your own space. So if you find yourself in a space which is good enough, you created, you make money. Yeah.
How do you create this space?
It's just putting yourself out there. Because one of the things that I say is, it's someone's big day.
Okay.
He gets it. And nothing should go wrong. Even though there'll be hitches, but nothing should go wrong. They will look back to the videos 5 years later and they are supposed to still be happy. Like you are supposed to give them something to cherish.
Sure.
Now, they might not have been at an event you've performed. It's just word of mouth. Oh, yeah. Guy will good. And a person starts to say, very good. Can I see something? You have nothing to show. Sure. And then you don't get it. And creating the space, I mean, most of, in 2020 when COVID came, I was thinking that was when, work would be slow. Yeah, obviously it was slow from the beginning. But along my MC years, I think it was in that particular year I did most gigs. Yes, because up until then, I kept posting on Instagram, which is free for all. Yes, so you get people inquiring, 1 or 2, maybe if you have 10 people inquire, 1 person will pick you. Sure. You go and do it. Like, oh, yeah, guys, good. Like, you do it, you create a platform, you keep going, and yeah.
Wow. So, let me throw this question to you. I don't know how to phrase this question right, but I think I'll try. Who is an MC?
So an MC is one who's got a microphone, and then certainly is a coordinator. I think we've moved away from the times where the MC has to be a comedian. I mean, no disrespect. Sure. Everybody and their strength, but for me, it is not about putting combat. It's about making sure there's a smooth transition of series of events in that day. So the MC is the moderator, is the host, is the compere, like somebody who's just putting A to Z and making sure everything is going.
Wow. I asked that question so we can clarify. See, you often get this statement. People get close to you, they ask you, they try to inquire, and sometimes you give them your price, and the person will be like, hey, MC KK.
Yeah. Well, that one there. Even before, when I was coming here, someone told me that. Yes. First, it was offensive for me. Yeah. But later, I realized that it is not about the money, it's about the value. Okay. So I choose to work for people who know the value than for people who talk about the money.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Can you repeat that?
So I'm saying it's about the value and not the money. If people are paying you on the money basis, they would want to account for every single bit.
Yeah.
You get it? But if people are employing you on the value, they rate you on the value. And that's where they can be paid for that value. You get it? So I choose to work with people based on the value than on the money. Because people will say, and I say, 2 hours per hour, 2 hours per. When we start conversation, you start that. No, you are not my customer. You are not my client. You get it? I'd rather prefer someone's like, oh, okay, good. So what are you going to do on the day, or what are you going to do? Then the person is asking for value. Okay. But the worker said, hey, 1 hour per month.
Or maybe the person will go like, oh, wait here, I know, but can you come down for me? How do you take such people? And there are people who, after you quote your price, they will kind of keep quiet a bit and would say, okay, can you please come down and do for me? Are they your clients or they are still not your clients?
So then that person wants your service, so you want to engage that person further on. So can I come down for you? I mean, I think everybody's got their package. Okay, so you can be like, okay, so what and what do you want on that day? What kind of events do you want on that day? So from that point, I don't talk about coming down like the price, but I get, because I'm saying it's value. See, open and saying, like, what are your expectations? You know, that kind of thing. So you get into the conversation, then you might know the kind of event the person has got to do.
Yeah.
And you know, because Charlie, let me give you an example. I emceed a gig here, and the bride was quiet about who she was.
She was quiet
about who
from the beginning.
Yes, like immediately I mentioned that, I was like, okay, yeah, Charlie. You know, tell me fast. I entered the venue for the event. Never again.
Why?
Money they have.
It was overwhelming, or
Yes. When I got there, in 5 minutes time, I saw Despite walking around.
Oh,
Like, oh, madam, na if you miss out one kind.
Despite, but you see, the funny thing is that maybe you might have undercharged, or did you overcharge, or it was okay.
So I felt I undercharged. Okay, but this was because of the people I had seen.
Okay.
So maybe it's correct amount. Maybe I'll do 50 cedis, a correct amount. But I'll call now home. Despite say, oh yeah, say like 100 cedis. It's that kind of thing. It's like 100 cedis.
Yeah, that's what
Despite was working there, his brother was also working there. I saw, is it Kofi Joe? Yeah, I saw the man there. Hey. And when we were dancing Kitty, they were throwing 200 cedis and 100 cedis. I'm like, you better me and say you're musical, and I said, very fine, like, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You get it. So a lot of times, I mean, you will get gigs that.
You see, the painful aspect of that is when you get there and you are like, I should have charged. But like you rightly says, if you know your value, sometimes you have to overlook it because you've charged. You don't necessarily have to charge because there are dignitaries coming. Or you don't have to undercharge because there are no dignitaries coming. But I think if you're speaking the right language, to me it helps.
Yeah, exactly.
It helps. So I can come and meet Steve Jobs over there, but I'll still be okay. Yeah.
So the good thing is that when you meet such a crowd, then you're like, okay, this is my audition day. When you meet such a crowd, Charlie, this is your audition day.
Yeah.
You have to leave a memory. Like just something that, like, oh, it's that guy, you know. Yeah. So then, like you're saying, it moves from, I should have taken more.
Yeah.
To me, doing
what you can do best.
Basically. Yeah.
So, have you ever been to an event where your DJ is messing up and you cannot give out your best? How's the experience?
I was speaking with a client and he said, oh, we are doing live band, we are doing DJ and all of that. In fact, when he mentioned live band, the first thing I told him is that, oh, that's beautiful. It means that the kind of audience
coming as
they would want to listen to some live. That's good. But the thing is, live band.
Charlie, let's talk about water.
Live band does not play all through. They will stop at a point. They would want to take water like we are taking water. What happens then? So they'll bring a DJ. I'm like, are you sure? It's like, oh yes, I'm the DJ by Charlie. I'm like, okay. I went to the event. I was just live band. The boom guys said, nah, one pair.
Is that the live band?
Yeah, Tony one pair. I said, wow, the shovel was found. Oh yeah, that was just one. And I asked them, where's the DJ? So, yeah, I'm like, Shout out to all the live bands across, I mean, Kumasi, Accra, everybody doing the best. Like, there are very good names in there. Like, okay, the couple say they want the song for entry. Yes, it's only a moment way. I'm like, no, it is their day. You need to get it for them. We need to, which means that they can't perform the song.
Wow.
What I had to do, smartness on the day, was to go get a phono to jack from my car and come and get some connection, and then DJ myself.
DJ yourself.
Yeah.
And MC at the same time.
So for their introduction song, I just played the song from there from my phone for them. I just prayed nobody was going to come. And the funny thing, I was actually playing online. So
if somebody had called.
Yeah, because I didn't have songs on my phone. Because I was playing live from YouTube. Yes, it was very something else. So right there, that's why I played for them. You know, so when they settled and the live band had played and then they couldn't play anymore, I actually had to DJ. And sometimes I feel like it is on us. This is a good platform. It is on us vendors, like from makeup artists to everything, to find a way to put together some workshop for, you know, prospective clients, like people who are prospective couples. Let me say prospective couple, because sometimes, like you are saying, you mention a price to somebody, and the person will say, kasake cannot be the same. Maybe might not be their fault, you know, because then they don't know the kind of level I've moved up to. So for all of us to put together a workshop and then give them like, oh, you want to do a live band, that is good. But when the live band is not playing, what is playing? Sometimes couples, they don't come to mind. Like, oh, why do you need a planner? Oh, nah, my sister beat me, you know. But you know that your sister can do first hour. Obi sheni before pen or she'll stop and go. But planner is so professional that you can bring all the insults and then
they will still stay and work.
So the challenge is there.
But you know, you don't even get, sometimes you get this same statement from colleague vendors that they place certain vendors on top of others, talk less of branding, class, whatsoever. But you know, they put certain vendors at the A class and the supporting vendors. You get it? So if a client even walks to them and they are like, okay, I want to book this particular, I don't want to step on toes, so I'm just trying to choose my words very carefully. You see, they are like, okay, oh, that's a way there, you see that thing, especially MCs and other things. They are like, oh, almost you see, where the other ones, which I don't want to mention any name, which we all know, that comes into mind earlier. Oh, way. I had an argument, let me say a one-on-one convo with one of our colleagues. She actually wrote something on her status, and then she happens to be a makeup artist. And then she mentioned that you can't, or you don't have to. What she meant was that if you book a good photographer, or if you book a good makeup artist, you should book a best photographer, else she's not coming.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh dear, that is right though. But can you imagine where you book a good photographer, a good makeup artist, but the decor is bad? The environment is needed for the picture. Can you imagine where you book a good photographer, a good videographer, good decor, but when the bride got to the event grounds, a news came that the one bringing the food, the food didn't get to the event grounds. You know, pictures has this, you know, your facial, your mood, and everything. You express it in the pictures. And here is the case, she hears a bad news that food didn't get to the grounds. Do you think you can get the sort of nice and beautiful pictures you want as a photographer?
Okay.
Certainly, I think no.
No. So if listening carefully to you, like there are two questions in there. So the first thing is how some people are putting class A and class B and all of that. This is what I defined a brand to be. A brand is what people feel about you.
Okay.
It's how people feel about you. That's what a brand is. When they work with you and then they leave you, how they feel about you, that's a brand. As I said, also feel they've put you in class B. There's somebody who is in class C. Instead of complaining in class B, find your way to class A.
To class A.
It's that simple.
Straight.
Because everybody has their own thing they are doing.
Yeah.
But someone is in class A, someone is in class B. If you feel class B is not enough for you, put yourself in class A. Or if you want to go down, you go to class C.
Keep going.
The second part is that one of the things I actually tell brides when we meet before, I'm like, I would want to have somebody who I can communicate with. If food is not coming or food vendor is not coming, the bride must not know. The bride shouldn't know.
She shouldn't.
It is her day, because you need her mood for pictures. Anything that is going wrong, she shouldn't know. Yeah, mommy, phone my problems, kaka. And I have several women, and several women. Then they will go and tell the bride. Then you see some brides who actually have to get up from to go and. It is terrible.
Very bad.
It's terrible. So whatever bad news, whatever is happening on that day, the bride or groom shouldn't know. That is why we advocate for planners, because it's the planner's job. It is not to our sorry for now.
So if you're out there watching the show, this is Events Arena, and we talk everything events, how you can get your event done and done well. People normally think that certain events that you see and tell yourself, oh, Charlie, we the airfare. It is not all that money go into it the way you think. Say the Inchi will say, as soon as you can, as soon as pre-money. You understand? So you can actually go to the market and buy the same quantity of cassava with a certain amount of money. Or beans to the same, much more than that with a lesser money. So, like my brother said, we advocate for planners. Okay, get a planner, and you see, they'll save you from all these things. Can you imagine? We cover a lot. Me as an MC, like, you see, normally you have to cover a whole lot of things, so they don't see. But you won't realize now, you be by force, Asha be, then you go and tell. You say your friend say, oh, say bra coffee. He did you be at time when anymore. You see,
the general chair, no mama,
or one chair, or more chair, and also on cell phone, and yet you any view. Then the mood changes. Do you understand? So, but if there's a planner, the planner sees to it that everything is done from the room. Say the sit down, you see no them, then we bring it out. The MC takes over on the event day and make sure that everything is done systematically, nicely, without you seeing anything. So I say this here no. I can say wow be job once na be plan what dey na be here what dey. You sometimes have to expect some of these things, and you get disappointed. This is your big day we talk about. One of the memorable days, one of the special days you can never find in your life. I don't think anybody wants to marry and remarry. No. So it happens once in a lifetime. So if you actually want to do it and do it well, then try and, get the right professionals. Get good. You see, sometimes you get somebody, they book all the good and then they do MCs. Oh, yeah, but I be betting me. Oh,
the church boys there. Someone, a bride told me once. Yeah. After I told her that, I said, oh, but and the funny thing, she actually came with a planner for my car. And the planner said, oh, but there's a guy in the church who can do it too.
Yeah.
So Charlie, so I'm like, two things. There's a reason why you're not talking to that announcer, you're talking to me.
Yeah.
And then number two, as a planner, I'm actually disappointed in you. Because I feel
so the planner made that statement?
Yes, I'm disappointed. You should find better chips to negotiate, other than saying, oh, we could get a church boy and this thing. Because then, some per church boy, I think we book. Do we even book church boys? They will actually come to church.
Is she a professional planner?
Oh yes, that day. Yeah, I remember her vividly. But good thing is that I think it's a perception of people this side of town. You know that Kumasi tag.
Yeah.
It was her perception, and even after the event, I think we become very good people. She's giving me gigs and all of that. So yeah.
That's great. That's great. So let's see. Now COVID-19 is here. How is it hitting you?
Bad. bad. But there are lessons in there. So you would have, just when the president announced, the next week I had a wedding gig, and this lady had come from the States. In fact, there were two of them who had come from the States. So an elder sister and a younger sister. And both were going to get married.
The same day?
No, different days. So I'd done a week for the elder one, and then the following week was for the younger one. And then the week before, Akufo-Addo Council announced that, so and so.
Oh.
It's very bad. Like, she keeps bugging me, say, oh, child, you should come, like, you should have come, and blah, blah. I'm like, in the heat of the moment,
so the event went on?
Oh, yes, the president. The event went on.
But why didn't you turn up?
Because the way they wanted to do it, they couldn't do it that way. And they're going to do just a small family thing. But I realized that if I had gone, you'll be forced to work or turn up the place, and that could result in other stuff.
Did you have to refund?
Oh, yes. And I did that on humanitarian grounds, that there's no way she can postpone it, because she had fly
all the way
from New York, to come and do it and go the next, I think, 2 weeks or so. So I'm like, I remember she's like, oh, Charlie, thank you for doing. I'm like, yeah, I know, but it's very hard on the point. When they give us money, we don't put it down like, oh, Charlie.
So I'm just thinking of how you were able to refund it. Because I didn't have it, then you get to be simple.
Oh, they don't come from, you say you take some parts, but
Was it full payment?
Oh, yes, it was
full payment. And you refunded everything.
But guys, they don't play. World remit.
Wow.
I had to refund it. And like I was saying that it's taught us stuff about how unforeseen circumstances can
happen.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Sure.
You get it. So I think right now people are going to contracting, putting together terms and conditions.
Sure.
And I think it adds up to the professionalism.
Sure.
Terms and conditions and all of that. So yeah. COVID has hit us, but Charlie, we are surviving.
So that's your camera. What would you tell that person who is yet to get married, but will often say, oh, MCD, those, tell them something.
I met a man who told me that he always felt MCD until he went to an event where there was a bad one. You get it? When I say a bad one, I'm not even a professional, so just a bad one. And then he valued, MC. This is it. I can't force somebody to go and pay hugely for an MC and all of that. But this is what I want to say. For everybody who is getting married, they know what they need the most or what they prefer the most. If you feel it's pictures that will give you the most joy, make sure you get the very best and pay for value. If you feel it's a DJ that will give you the most joy, go for that and pay the best. If you feel it's an MC who's going to give you the most joy, go for the best and then have it.
Wow.
I get it. So if you feel you're not about MCing, you can go ahead. I mean, without MCs, people still get married, okay? But our jobs here is to make sure we put indelible memories.
Yes.
So to people who want indelible memories and would want, let me just say dope stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, make sure you get an MC. Either I get an MC, probably I get him boss MC.
So that was
Pab J, the MC. my brother in the industry. He does it so well, and we're having a very nice time here discussing so important things in the industry. And I believe you watching there, you are enjoying it. And as you are enjoying, you know what to do. Try and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Try as much as it doesn't cost to subscribe. Okay, so just hit on the subscription button and then hit on that bell, so anytime we upload a video, definitely you're going to get it, and then you watch us. We are bringing you amazing stuff. Expect any vendor at all you have been admiring from your home to come on the show. And the man, like I said, on the show today is Pap J. The show is proudly sponsored by Town's Best Yogurt. Town's Best Yogurt. You can call them on 0243769295. 0243769295. You can locate them inside the Kumasi City Mall, just close to Shop Right. You can find them over there. And Drink City, my beautiful sister Jewel. Anything drinks, anything local bar, just call them on the number 0544193595. 0544193595. Drink City. Follow them on Instagram as well, Drink City, and you see the amazing things I'm talking about. So call them. Their price is as cool as anything. Pap J, we're almost wrapping up. Yeah. So now I want to marry, and
you have to marry.
See this guy.
This is not.
No, see this guy.
You have money for marry.
See you.
Yeah, for marry. Make you marry. Make you go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Marry. So yes, I should advise you why you should get married. Oh.
Okay, advise me. I'm listening. Advise me.
I'll pay for 2 or more.
No, to me. I want to listen. You advise.
Yes, marry.
Yes, marry. But you marry.
I go marry.
But I thought you are not going to marry.
Hey, where your space self, child?
Hey, sorry,
Go marry.
Hey.
Oh, we go.
You marry. You marry
there, Charlie. It was spot there. Hey.
Marry. Make her come. Make her come. After yours, no. I trust
No,
me.
we cannot do that mistake.
Why?
I beg. Go and marry.
But he said you get woman. You get woman. I mean, I don't get woman yet.
You don't get woman.
Did I say that?
To all the people in the subscribe to see the man. See, you not get woman.
All right, so that was Pap J, my brother. Bro, thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. Yes. And I'm sure you, viewer out there, you've enjoyed him. You can listen to him on Pure, what's the dial?
Pure 95.7.
Okay, okay, definitely. And then you see, you hear the way he says it. Say it again.
No, say and I am putting the spotlight.
Oh, say it again, like.
Pure 95.7.
Okay. I'll get if you know. Now I'll get if I say my ba.
Just by the way.
Yeah, that's it. So my name is Boss MC, and I'd like to say thank you to my crew, Dada Kojo DK shot it. DK shot it is always behind the camera. He does amazing stuff. Anything photography, anything videography, just call them and they'll sort you out. The numbers are rolling on your screen. Find them, let them help you with anything pictures. Okay, they do it with all the professionalism you expect. DK Shot It is the place to find. You can find them inside Kumasi, around the Amakum traffic. You find them over there. And special thanks to Dada Kofi. Dada Kofi, to the assistant camera guy. My guy, Dada Kofi. And then Dada Nanadu. Me, my crew, everybody is Dada. Except me with the memory. So, catch you next time. My name is Boss MC, and I sign out.